Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about lists. Lists allow us to store multiple values in a single variable. For example, imagine you've got a program that contains the names of your friends. You could start off with something like this. But of course, you can imagine that as your program grows, this becomes less and less feasible. You have to keep adding variables, and not only that, but working with these variables becomes increasingly difficult. For example, if you wanted to print out who your friends are, you would have to say, print friend 1, and then you have to print friend 2, and then friend 3, and if you add more, you would have to add more print statements. And that means that as your code grows, it grows more and more and more exponentially. And that means that this code is not going to be very easy to work with. It's much better if we create a list. Like this. Now we've got a single variable, friends, and that name describes very well what it contains, which is the names of our friends. To create a list, we use square brackets, and inside the list, we put the different values separated by commas. So what we've got here is a list of 3 strings. The first one is Rolf, the second one is Bob, and the third one's Anne. If we want to access the value of a single friend, you would do friends, and then using square brackets again, you would put 0, for example. And what this does is it accesses the first element of the list. Notice that in computing, we start counting at 0, so element 0 is the first element 1 is the second element, and so on. So if we run this, you'll see that Rolf gets printed out because that's the first element there. Similarly, if we print friends 1, you'll see Bob printed out. Notice that you can put anything you want inside a list, so you could put 2 in there if you wanted to, but this is highly discouraged. Generally, you want to keep data inside a list homogeneous, and what this means is you want to keep it all related and all the same. For example, here if you've got a list called friends, you probably want to keep your friends in that list. If you have a list called furniture, you would want to keep strings describing the furniture in that list. If you see something like this out there in some code that you read somewhere else, it probably means that the programmer in question started writing